I'm going to be talking about the second discussion prompt about the positives and negatives of advertising and how it impacts society. So, advertising is something we're all exposed to every single day, whether it's on social media, TV, websites, or even just walking down the street. Because it's so normal, we don't always stop to think about how much influence it actually has on our behavior and our culture. So, for this, I'll be breaking it down into two main parts. First, I'll be talking about the positive effects that advertising has on society, and then I'll discuss some of the negative consequences that come with it. To start with the positives, one of the biggest benefits of advertising is that it provides information to consumers. Advertising lets people know what products and services are available, and helps them compare different options. For example, if someone's looking for a new phone or laptop, ads can highlight features, prices, or promotions that make it easier to decide what to buy. In this way, advertising supports informed decision making and competition between companies. Another positive impact of advertising is its role in supporting businesses and the overall economy. Many businesses, especially small or local ones, depend on advertising to reach customers. Without advertising, it will be much harder for new businesses to compete with larger, well-known brands. Advertising also creates jobs in industries like marketing, design, media, and technology. On a larger scale, advertising helps keep prices competitive because companies are constantly trying to attract customers. Advertising also plays a major role in funding free content that we use every day. Platforms like YouTube, social media apps like Instagram and TikTok, and many news websites are free largely because they are supported by advertising revenue. Without ads, users would likely have to pay subscription fees for many of these services. So while ads can be annoying, they do help make information and entertainment more accessible to the public. In addition to selling products, advertising can also be used to promote social causes. Public service announcements and awareness campaigns focus on issues like health, safety, and the environment. For example, ads that discourage smoking, promote seatbelt use, or encourage people to vote can have a positive impact on public behavior. In these cases, advertising serves as a tool for education rather than just profit. Now, moving on to some of the negatives of advertising. One major concern is that advertising promotes excessive consumerism. Many of these ads suggest that buying certain products will lead to happiness, confidence, or success. This creates pressure for people to constantly buy new things even when they don't need them. Over time, this mindset can lead to financial stress, debt, and a culture that values material possessions over personal well-being. Another negative effect of advertising is its impact on self-image and mental health. Many advertisements portray unrealistic standards of beauty and lifestyle. These images are often heavily edited and do not reflect real life. When people, especially young adults and teenagers, compare themselves to these unrealistic portrayals, it can lead to low self-esteem, body image issues, and anxiety. Social media advertising makes this problem even more intense because it blends advertising with everyday content. Advertising can also be manipulative, particularly when it targets vulnerable groups. Children may not understand that ads are designed to persuade them, which makes them easier to influence. In addition, targeted online advertising raises concerns about privacy. Companies collect data on our online behavior to send personalized ads, which can feel invasive and raises ethical questions about how much data should be collected and used. Lastly, advertising can be misleading. Even when companies don't lie outright, they often exaggerate benefits or hide important details. For example, food ads may make products look healthier or higher quality than they actually are. This can create unrealistic expectations and reduce trust between consumers and companies. To conclude, advertising has both positive and negative effects on society. It helps inform consumers, supports businesses, funds free content, and can promote important social messages. At the same time, it encourages overconsumption, reinforces unrealistic standards, and raises concerns about manipulation and privacy. Overall, advertising isn't necessarily good or bad. It depends on how it's used and how aware consumers of its influence. By understanding both sides, we can be more critical of the messages we see every day. Thank you.